With your host, Bishop Eric Kincaid Clark.
Hey, praise the Lord, everybody. I'm Bishop Eric Kincaid Clark, and welcome to the Bishop Clark Show. Little mama, can you get me my glasses? I can't see. What's happening? Text it. What is it? Like it, share it, follow, and subscribe. Do that. And let's expand our viewing audience. Matter of fact, grab me my phone too, so I can chit chat. Matter of fact, I can show the chat. There you go. Show the chat. Boom. What's happening? Sister Carson, God bless you. Benjamin is on. LaWanda Shannon, Rosie George. What's happening? I see y'all coming on. Thank God. Thank God. Welcome to the Bishop Clark Show this evening. What's happening? Come on, make a little noise out there and let them know that we are live on the air. Let them know that we are live on the air. I'm inviting somebody. Okay, today we got a very powerful subject matter. It's nothing like I thought it would be. Hey, Mina, thank you for joining us. Cinderella's on. What's happening? Good evening, everyone. Paula Flake, God bless you. And others, y'all like it, share it, and help me expand the viewing audience. Did you get those? I think they're in my briefcase. They're in my briefcase. Okay. Different time today. I'm missing just a little bit of that NBA playoffs. I'm not going to keep you long because I want to get to the playoffs and see who's going to do their thing. Look like the Phoenix Suns is in the NBA Finals. Pretty good game last night I watched. All right, let's get into it. Certainly this is the day the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. Thank you all for tuning in. And I'm trying to read. Yeah, Rosie said, am I changing the times? Yeah, Rosie, you had to keep up, girl. You had to keep up. I was thinking through it today. One of the things that I'm doing with the Bishop Clark Show is I'm coming on at different times. I'm not just getting on at 10 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes I'm doing afternoon. Sometimes here we are in the evening. So yeah, I'm changing it up a little bit, trying to catch different crowds at different times. And I know people can go back and get it anytime they want. But yeah, I'm trying to change it up a little bit. And I'll get my feel. I'll get my feel in a little bit because it is, I am a scheduled type of guy. Whereas, if it's 10 o'clock every day in the morning, I can arrange my life to fit that and to make that happen. And sporadically, I get to it, but it's hard for me to just plan my day. So I like it at the same time every day, but I got to, do some things to expand the viewing audience. We can't just have us four and no more. Thing about 10 o'clock in the morning, people going to work, people doing different things, and they're not able to watch live. Of course, they can get it later. But we are really trying to, as you see, me getting Pastor Lenore to get my glasses for me. I'm trying to, be able to talk to y'all live, and I can record it, and y'all can go back and get it. But I won't be live and able to talk to y'all as I'm doing right here. So I welcome, hey Elaine, I welcome all of you all to talk, text, say something, let me know you're out there, and join the conversation. Today, our subject matter is nothing like I thought it would be. The Lord shows us sometimes a vision. Joseph, he saw the sun, moon, and 11 stars bowing down to him in obedience. He had a vision as a young man that one day he would be a ruler, that he would be a leader. He just didn't get all the blanks filled in. He just saw himself as king one day, but he didn't know exactly how that was going to look, how that was going to look. And there are a lot of times we have a preconceived ideal of what something is going to look like, what an experience is going to be like. You know, hey, let's go to Disney World. Man, doesn't that sound fun? That sounds great. Let's get on a plane, or let's get on down to Disney World. And you get there, and what Disney World is about is long lines. Hot dogs, that's $11. It's about being in the sun. It's 97 degrees. It's hot. It's parking. Okay, the parking is $27. Let's go to have fun at Disney World. And that's all you think about. But when you actually go and experience it, again, the heat, the long lines, the extreme cost for everything. And the last time I went, I actually had the nerve to get on a roller coaster. And I used to be the roller coaster king. You know, I used to can do it all day, every day. But me and David, my youngest son, got on a roller coaster, and it was, woo! Man, I'm telling you, it was terrible. He was laughing so hard because I was disorientated. I was discombobulated. I was not having fun. I was hyped. I was the hype man standing in line. I was the hype man all the way until we got on. I was the hype man going up the hill. Like, come on, y'all, let's blow it up. Man, when that thing started doing what it did, oh man, I went dead. I went silent. He was laughing. So the fun of it was I did not have a good time. And I have retired. I have hung up. I've turned in my coaster keys. Okay, my player card, my coaster keys. I am no longer a roller coaster person. I used to be, but no more. It's not what you think it would be. And that's, the experience. We had a great time, but it just wasn't what we thought it would be. And there are a lot of people that approach different things in life, and they have a preconceived idea about what marriage is going to be, about what having your own business is going to be, what being in ministry is going to be, or even something simple as traveling. What is that going to be? What is that going to look like? And I'm telling you, it's something completely different from what you thought it's going to be. And let's start right at the beginning of it. Marriage. There are there are so many people. They desire to be married. They want to be married, and they haven't really thought through all of what marriage is and what's it going to be. Marriage is sharing everything. Marriage is spending time together. Marriage, people, especially young people, they get real hot in the pants and they want to have sex. They want to sex it up. And, when you get married, yeah, you get a chance to sex it up, but you find out that marriage is not all about sex. And as you get older, you change, your partner change, things change. And you better have a real relationship beyond sex, because it's not what you think it's going to be. And then, you got the issues of finance. You got the issues of bill paying. We're going to rent an apartment. We're going to buy a home, car. Okay, we got to go to work. Okay, if kids come into play, you already had kids, bringing that whole thing together. You ain't my dad. You ain't my real mom. You got the step kids. And then even your own kids that you raise up, man, these kids got challenges today in their sexuality, challenges. They got bullying challenges. It's a technology world. The world is going, and marriage becomes like family. It's work. It's communication. It's financial problems. And at first you just have Google eyes for somebody. You just want to kiss them and hug them all day. And you live long enough to discover it's nothing like you thought it would be. Living together in the house. I just thought it was going to be wonderful. She was going to cook for me and prance around in heels and underclothes. Dude, that is not the real view of marriage. You might get a snapshot, but that ain't the view. That ain't the full, the full length movie. That's a trailer. It's not what you thought it would be. You know, it's cleaning a house, it's paying bills, it's being responsible, it's conflict mediation, it's watching stuff that you don't want to watch. Okay, let me send my man this link. He said he's trying to get the link and he can't get on. Yeah, it's not what you thought it would be. Yeah, marriage is not. Can anybody, is there a witness out there? I see everybody's on. Y'all talk to me. Is that true? What is it that you find that people, sometimes they have a copy. There you go. They have a preconceived idea about a relationship. And, you know, next thing you know it, they get into a relationship and they find themselves out of the relationship because it's not what they thought it would be. I thought you was going to just praise me all the time. I thought you was going to smile, and just be cute and affectionate and all the time. I thought, you know, every day is going to be like a date. It's going to be like a date, you know, where we discovering each other and we having fun and we playing and stuff like that. And, you know, real life set in on you. Real life set in on you, and it's not like that. Hey, mama, answer this text and get my friend the link so he can get in. He's trying to get into this conversation. Okay, Paula said, I'm a witness. Absolutely. I know situations where marriage turns into husband, you got to take care of the wife. Wife, you got to take care of the husband. What happens when there's physical ailments that take place? What happens when a stroke takes place? What happens when there are two incomes and then there's one income? What happens when y'all got to go, hey, you got to go to her mama's house, you got to go to my mama's house. We going to do this way. How we going to do the holiday? And you just have all these wonderful visions of beauty, this vision of this dream. It's going to be nice. You know, I've been all up in the mountains in Colorado and this, that, and the other, and I had visions of what this is going to be like. Let me tell you something. It's cold. Hey, you know, you're on television, you're watching this beautiful Christmas. Let's go out and have a snowball fight and have fun. Dude, it's cold. It's cold. Let's build a snowman. Let's go sledding. Kev Blaze in the house. Let's go sledding, right? And you get out there and you got to climb up the big hill. I remember going sledding and you got to climb up the big. I remember you had to get the sled, right? We went to this place and you had to get the sled and you had to carry it up. It seemed like 10,000 steps because it was a self-service thing. You go all the way up to the top and then you get on the sled and you slide down. And then, hey, sliding down lasts 43 seconds. It's fun. Whoopee! Yay! But then you got to pick up this sled. It seemed like it weighed 200 pounds and carry it up 3,000 stairs. And it's like, man, after a while you get tired. After a while you get cold. After a while, okay, let's go over here and get some hot chocolate. Yeah. And then they tell you the hot chocolate is $17.50. In other words, it's not exactly it's not exactly what you thought it would be. Marriage, it changes on you. You know, you have a vision of what you think it's going to be. Just fun. We just going to travel and have fun and take pictures and be in love and make love. Period. That's it. I mean, you don't even think about eating, sleeping. You don't even think about real life, working, cleaning the nasty house. Who left these towels? Okay, the bathroom is a mess. My room is a mess. Okay, I gotta, can you pick up this? Can you run this over here? Can you do this? When can you, whoa. And you discover very quickly that your wife is not your servant. She's not your maid. You discover very quickly that your husband is not your servant. He's not your, he's not, like, this is real life. We gotta work this out here. Yeah. So again, our subject matter, it's not what I thought it would be. And that's relative to marriage. Let's move forward and talk about having your own business. There are a lot of people who say, man, I'm getting off this job. I'm gonna be self-employed. No problem. And I know you have a vision. You have a vision of your own business, money flowing, you in your office, you making calls, and everything is like automatic. Dude, let me tell you, is not what you thought it would be. Number one, you gotta find your business. Number two, you got to get licensed, bonded, and insured. You got to get an office, and you got to get space. You got to rent space. Okay, did you buy a building? You rent this building. Okay, now we rented space. Now we got to renovate the space. We need money to make this thing what it is, and we need equipment. We need equipment. Yeah, we need telephones and computers or whatever. I mean, back in the day, it was business cards. It was, but now you need a website. You need Facebook page, Instagram, you need a whole marketing campaign. In other words, it's not what you thought it would be. And people think, man, I got to get up and go to work, and I'm sick of doing these 40 hours a week. Okay, when you start your own business, you're going to be doing 60 hours a week. It's just not what you thought it would be. People have these visions, and they, you dream in color. But you don't dream with the temperature. You can't feel the temperature outside. When you dream, you're doing hard work, but you don't feel the labor. You don't feel like your dream is without sweat, labor, hardship. The whole ideal of what's excruciating and what's man, that's all out. That's all out. That's out when you dream about having your own business. It's out when you dream about having your own, or being married, being in a relationship. It's hard work. Dude, having your own business is hard work. And if you have employees, let me tell you about employees. I ain't got to tell you about employees, especially if you've ever been one. Sometimes employees are trying to cut corners all the time. Sometimes employees are trying to get paid for no work. Sometimes employees, they have a sense of entitlement. Sometimes employees, nobody's going to work for that company like the owner of the company. That's why a lot of big companies create share ownership with their employees. Why? Because it makes them not sleep on the job, fudge the job. Here, they taking your phone calls and handling your customers, and they got an attitude today. Well, they don't care. And here you up in your big office playing big man and boss woman, and you don't know that your employees are running your business away. You don't even know that. Okay? Well, you got to constantly train them. And then what happens when you have a disgruntled employee? What happens when they scrape they smash their finger in the door? They want to sue you in your company. And you got to have insurance, man. Where's the safety handbook? You didn't go over the safety handbook. You didn't tell us that we shouldn't drink this coffee real hot. It burned our lip. We want to sue. I mean, it's just not what you think it is. There's sometimes I see my main man, Kevin Frazier, Kev Blazes on. Talk to me, Kevin. There's some people that have this vision. How many people have you come across that said they want to be singers? And they do have they have a gift, or they want to be a songwriter. And they have no idea. They have a vision of grandeur. They have a vision of what they think it's going to be and what it's supposed to be like. Hey, I got a gift. Everybody's going to be tearing down my door. Everybody's going to be singing my praises. It don't go like that. It's not what you think it's going to be. Let me even progress. We talked about marriage and a relationship. We talked about having your own business. Can I talk about ministry? I'm called to preach. Somebody said, I'm a prophet of the Lord. I'm God's man or God's woman. Okay, no problem. That's what you are. It's not what you think it is. People sit out in the pew or on the other side of the screen here, and they say, oh, I want to be the minister. I want to be the leader. I want to be the spiritual leader. Dude, this is not what you think it is. This ain't what you think it is. No, you don't want to keep throwing up your hands talking about this is what I want to do, this is what I want to be. Because this will cost you your life. It'll cost you your money, your time, your energy, every sense of patience and strength and tolerance that you have dealing with people. Ministry is work. That's right, Kev. Ministry is work. Serving people, man, serving people is work, man. It's like running a restaurant and with a bunch of disgruntled people that don't like their food, don't like the service, come late, leave early, don't clean up, don't pick up, don't help, and get mad. I'm telling you, serving people, forget about it. Forget about it. I don't care how good you preach or teach. People are going to find something wrong with your presentation. They're going to find something wrong with your facility. They're going to find something wrong with your members. Now, hey, they your members. Your members offended me. Listen, what I got to do with that? Kevin came in today, he had a bad attitude, and he wanted to get into a fight. And that's what he did. Your member. And they equate everything good to God and everything bad to the spiritual leader. It's just not what you think it's gonna be. Now, let me take it a step. Let me move to another level on it. Having money. Who out there want to have some money? Yes, I want to have some money. Okay, let's get you 100 grand. Let's get you 200 grand. Let's get you $500,000. Let's get you a whole $1 million. Let's get you $1 million. Again, you think your life just got easy? Okay. Did you testify that the Lord blessed you with some money? Does your family know you done got a few dollars? Oh, it's a whole nother game. Now it's a different game. By the way, do your bill collectors know you got some money? Does the IRS, do your student loan know you just got some money? Yeah, and I'm telling you. And okay, I'm gonna get me some money. I'm gonna go out and go get me a Benz. I'm gonna get me a Mercedes Benz. Do you know how much the oil change costs with the Mercedes Benz? Do you know how much a tune-up costs with the Mercedes Benz? Do you know how much a new set of tires cost with a Mercedes Benz? It's just not what you thought it would be. Having money. And having money, I'd rather have it than not. Believe that. Give me them problems. I'd rather have those problems. But it's just not what you thought it would be. I have been on a boat, like a little boat. I got dreams and visions of having a real yacht, right? But I've been on a little boat. And it's just not what you thought it would be. Man, you constantly are moving. Like you can't park the boat and just sit it unless you drop your anchor. But if you out there, you constantly got to be turning and moving because it's constantly moving. And you going this way, but the current is taking you over here. And it's a whole nother thing. It's like learning to drive. You ever see a person who's learning to drive, right? And they get behind the wheel for the first time, and it's just crazy to them. You're stopping and jerking, and it's like, I watch people drive all the time. I watch this happen on television. I've had visions of, I know I'm going to be able to drive, and then they get behind the steering wheel, and it's nothing like they thought it would be. The experience is just very different. I've seen people that are very confident. Oh man, I'm gonna be fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah, we want you to have words like, yeah, no problem. And then you put them up, and when it's 300 people standing in front of them, like, they freeze because it's nothing like what you thought it would be. Having money, being in a marriage, running your own business, being famous. Even being an entrepreneur, all these things that you desire, that I desire, that we desire, man, continue to pursue your dream, continue to pursue the things in life that you want. But tell me, let me tell you first, it's nothing like you thought it would be. All right, thank you everybody for tuning in. My main man, Kev, brand new with us on tonight. Old school. Hey, I want everyone that's on, tell me, what experience have you had where it's just not like you thought it would be? I went to this, or I tried this, and it was not like I thought it would be. My job, I couldn't wait to start this job. I was excited about being the supervisor, but it was not what I thought it would be. How about ministry, or standing in front of people, public speaking, or being an entrepreneur, buying a house. Oh, I couldn't wait to own my house. Dude, everybody be all hyped about owning a house. Man, you got to fix the roof. You got to fix the leak in the basement. You got to fix the crack in the wall. The door is falling off. You got to, everything. You're responsible for everything. No landlord. I mean, it's just not what you thought it would be. Talk to me. Who's on? Who's on? Who's on today? Let me see who's on. I got to throw the glasses on. Jeff Brown, what's up, JJ? Blessings on you. Welcome to the Bishop Clark Show. And again, talking about who is that? Who's that? Kev Blaze. Public speaking is my weakness. Isn't that something? Now, Kevin is an incredible worship leader, one of the most gifted musicians that I know, and incredible singer. And you'd never think that somebody like Kevin would, not just be fluent in speaking in front of people, but that ain't his thing. It's just not what you thought it would be. I'm thinking retirement will not be what I'm thinking it will be. But since all of my friends are retired, they say it is. Okay. I don't know, because I'm not there. I'm not there. I know I have a lot of my members who have retired, and they find jobs. That's interesting. People retire. They get their income coming in, but then they go find another job because they want some more income, and they got to go to work. I even have members that have retired twice from 2 jobs. And some people say use it or lose it. So, they retire from one job and they don't want to just waste away and do nothing. But if you got a plan, you could do something, whatever that is. But I don't know. I'm not there. Is retirement, for those of you all that are out there, is retirement what you thought it would be? LaWanda says she's adjusting to being off work. Okay. When you retire, you need to find a hobby to keep yourself satisfied or a job. Got it, Sister Carson. Very good. How long have you been retired, Sister Carson? How many years have you been retired? And I'm just interested to know what did you do? What did you pick up? Job, hobby? I plan on when I do, well, I don't know, like I'm talking to Bishop Blackwell, and I haven't seen that many. I have met a few bishops, a few pastors, but I'm not that close with them to know how retirement has paid off for them. 11 years, Sister Carson has been retired for 11 years. Was there anything special that you picked up? And my real question is retirement what you thought it would be? Or is it a little different? I joined a craft group. Very good, very good. What is your secret to speaking before many people, strangers? How do you block them out? I don't block them out, Kevin. I don't. I feel like I have a gift. I feel like God has gifted me to do it. People ask me all the time, do I ever get nervous before I go up to preach? And the answer is yes. I'm not nervous to stand before people. I want to make sure I have the word from the Lord. I really want to make sure that I say what the Lord wants me to say. I don't want to miss it. I don't want to fail. And so, yeah, my nervousness comes from that. But large groups of people, it's like everything else, Kevin. It's a skill. Some people can perform in a coffee shop setting with 30 people, 25 people, but if you put them before 30,000, they just, they freeze up. But it's a skill. It's a skill to handle large groups of people, large crowds, especially when you have diverse crowds. It's a skill, and to God be the glory. We work on that. We work real hard on that. Okay? Not waiting to work, but I'm so used to working. Okay, I think that's Cinder. It might be Cinderella. I'm not sure. Nonetheless, yeah, so many things that we do go into marriage. Man, I deal with people, they ready to get divorced 4, 5, 7 months into the marriage because it's not what they thought it would be. Now, sometimes people be wearing those masks. They playing Halloween, before they get married. She is just sweet and wonderful. Ooh, she always want to have sex, and everything is great before they get married. Preach, man. And then when they get married, oh, they don't want to cook, they don't want to clean, they don't want to be sexy and wear all that hotness. And then sometimes he is so liberal in giving, he's buying everything and paying for everything, and he's nice, he's giving gifts. And then they get married, and things change. It's not what it's cracked up to be. Okay, it is Cinderella. Blessings on you. Hey, Cinderella. I can't tell sometimes, But there's so many things that we start approaching, and we think it's going to be one way, and it turns out to be something completely different. There are those experiences that end up being everything you thought it would be. Every now and then I have those experiences, like wonderful. But the truth of the matter is, there are a lot of things that let you down. I mean, man, they hype up this movie. Oh, this movie is going to be whatever. It's going to be incredible. And you go see the movie, it's like, my expectation was way too high. Way too high. The movie was okay, but it was like way too high. Sometimes people like that with church and ministry. Let me tell you one of the things that happens to me quite often. Kev say, I started out opening doors, but now, as a husband, every now and then you're still opening those doors, but things change. Things change. Let me tell you from my perspective, one of the things that troubles me. There are times I go to preach, even in my own church. I remember Sister Barbara Scott used to do this to me all the time. Part of her assignment on Sunday was she would introduce me. She would present me. And she would say, if you've never heard our bishop, get ready. You are going to be blown away. This man is going to preach something that you have never heard before. Get ready to hear from heaven. I mean, she would just give all these incredible words and build up all of this stuff. And I'm like, oh, I don't like that. Oh, I don't, because I'm not here to perform. I'm not here to woo or wow anybody. I just want to say what God says. And if it blesses them, impacts them, so let it be. But, sometimes you can build up this big old hype, and then you feel like you gotta fill these shoes. You gotta fill the hype. I don't like that. I don't like that. I think it's nice to be honored, but I don't like some big old build up, and then you feel a little pressure to perform. You feel a little pressure to be everything that they said. That they said you were. I don't like that. Anybody else out there? Tell me. You tried it, you did it, it wasn't what you thought it would be. I've had little visions of, me and Mama, we gonna be in the kitchen, we gonna cook some stuff together, it's gonna be nice, because that's what they show us on television, that's nice. And guess what? I still hate cooking. I still hate being in the kitchen. I still hate helping and mixing and being a part of it. I hate that. It could sort of, they try to make stuff look nice. I hate that crap. Pleasure to perform. Pressure to perform. Yeah, agreed. Yeah, I don't like that pressure, that stress to perform. I don't like that. But there's so many things that we have preconceived ideals about. We hype things up much, much bigger than they should be. And we don't think things all the way through. Ooh, I want this beautiful ring. You want that beautiful ring? Okay, well, we're going to be paying for this ring for 3 years. You want a 3-year burden? Or can you wait 3 years? Let's save for it. Do we have the discipline to save for this and make this happen? It's like, it's just not all it's cracked up to be. And you know what? We live in a world of high stress where everybody likes to put in their media platform, their Facebook, their Instagram, whatever. Look at me, I'm at the beach. Look at me, I'm making a cake. Look at me, look at my new outfit. Look at me, I lost 10 pounds. Look at me, look at me, look at me. And the whole thing is, whatever it is people are promoting about, what they're doing, they're here, they're on a vacation, or they're having fun, or they're doing this. It's not all they're making it out to be. Now, y'all know I'm telling the truth. They out there on the beach, they hot. They out there on the beach fighting away flies. They out there on the beach. In other words, people have a way of painting this perfect picture, and I promise you, it's not. Ain't nobody's marriage perfect. Ain't nobody's ministry perfect. You know, I got a raise, or you came into some money and this, that, and that's fine, but you still got your own challenges. You still got your own challenges. You still got your own challenges. And one of the things about me is, I just, you know, I have freed myself from the whole ideal of competition. You know, spirit of competition. People compete with each other. You know, I got to outdo you and outdo this. You went there. Okay, now I got to go here. Oh, you did this vacation. Well, I got to do this vacation. Man, I don't care. I don't care. I can have a good time on my back porch. I can have a good time, you know, an hour, 2 hours, 5 hours. I don't got to go to the other side of the moon. Hey, I hate being in the kitchen as well. That's right, Kevin. However, now that wifey can't walk around, okay, in the kitchen, being an extension of the arms, taking instructions from her. Yeah, that caretaker now. You know that? Hey, Kev, I was there when y'all was 19. And your eyes was just big like stars in the sky. And I remember being at Michael Exum's church, marrying y'all all those years ago. And the very powerful words that you gave her then, I'm very glad to see that you following through with your words. Very good. Okay. Hey, y'all. Sometimes it's not what you thought it would be, but it still is what it is. Marriage is still marriage. Your ministry is still your ministry. Having money, making money, saving money is still making money, having money, saving money. Having your own business is still having your own business. We don't throw out the baby with the bathwater. There's good and bad with everything that we're doing. And for those that are endeavoring towards relationship, ministry, business, finances, even the stock market. Bishop, I know you into them stocks. Yeah, dude, I be making money and losing money. It's not all what you cracked up to be. It would be nice just to win. Hey, what's the song say? All we do is win. All you do is win. Man, you know ain't no truth to that story. Nobody just win all the time. Nobody but Jesus. And he even took an L to get a W. So it's just not what you think. He's the Savior of the world. This is what it means to be Savior. Remember the disciples were fighting over who would be greatest? And he says, okay, here's the secret to being great. It's to be servant of all. So it's like greatness is not what you think it is. Greatness is serving. The way up is the way down through humility. So, you know, a lot of times things are just not, oh, hey, the young girl, she's a young girl. I want to have kids. She think it's cute. You want to have kids? How many kids you want to? I want to have 3 kids. Okay, all right. We pray you get married and have that family. When she get them kids, and guess what? And not what you thought it was going to be. Just all fun and everybody rolling around and having a great time. Dude, these are bills. These kids want stuff. McDonald's. We want to go to the movies. What we getting for Christmas? You didn't do this for my birthday. I want to do this. And what happens when they turn 17, 18, and they want to dye their hair, you know, yellow? And he, you know, he's got some friends that are strange. She got some friends that are strange. You wouldn't recommend the boy she's dating. You wouldn't recommend the girls he's dealing with. I mean, dude, it's just not what you think. But I'm going to tell you, with all the curves and disappointments that life throws, it's worth it. Marriage is worth it. Ministry is worth it. Being an entrepreneur is worth it. Making the money that you need to make, doing what you need to do, is worth it. Going to your dream place, your vacation, whatever, is worth it. It may not be what you think it is, but it's worth it. It's worth it. So I encourage you, as I always do, live life to the full. Do the will of God, do you, and have fun doing it, man. Have fun doing it. Thank you all for tuning in tonight. And Kev, so good to see you on tonight. Cinderella, I've identified you. Carol, thank you for the interaction, and all those that are on tonight. Thank you for joining us. I think I saw Jeff Brown on. Blessings on you. Thank you all, Paula. Thank you. Others that tuned in. Thank you for tuning in. Do me a favor. Like it. Share it. Let's get it out there. Keep a conversation going. That's what I'm doing every day. Coming on, stirring the pot a little bit. Just stirring the pot, giving us something to think about, something to talk about. Is not all as cracked up to be. I can tell y'all some stories, but I think I'm going to go and get into these NBA playoffs on tonight, all right? Thank you all for tuning in. Like it, share it. If you love it, if you're being blessed and have been blessed, sow into this ministry, sow into this outreach. We're looking for our soldiers. They're giving $20. Our centurions giving $100. Our champions giving $500. And our heroes, they're sowing $1,000. And to God be the glory, we had people that sow on every level. And even if you're out there and you want to say, hey, Bishop, I'm going to sow on a different level, no problem. If you got it, release it. Sow it. God will grow it and give it back to you. Multiply it. Hey, keep it locked. Let me give you a few announcements. I'll be right back.
Hey, follow us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
To have success in any field, you must have training. This is also true in ministry. Whether it is preaching or one-on-one ministry, you need to be equipped to be effective. Bishop Clark has 3 courses in ministers training to equip you for ministry. Course 1 is basic training to help mature ministers in ministry. Course 2, in these lessons, Bishop Clark offers a chronological approach to reveal the pattern, unity, and theological progression of the Old and New Testament. And Course 3 deals with the modern church. As a tool in God's hands, Bishop Clark trains leaders and inspires others to reach their maximum potential. For more rich spiritual content, stop by the Lion's Den bookstore or visit our website at baca1.org.
Greetings, I am Minister Erica Williams, and I would like to invite you to partner with Bishop Clark in giving 1,000 deserving students a scholarship. As we know, education creates opportunity. A gift of any size will help with this endeavor. Let's sow into Bishop's kids.
All right, we're back. Get ready to wrap it up on tonight. Hey, it's the 4th of July weekend. Want to make sure everyone gets the good word of God this weekend. I don't know if you're traveling or what your plans are for the weekend, but the doors of the church will be open. We will be having service as we normally do at 10 o'clock. We should be done 11:15, certainly 11:30 by the latest. And we are having communion this Sunday and our drive-through communion. So if you want to drive through and get communion, that is available to you on this Sunday. And I do know, hey, it's the holiday and people like to do what they like to do. Just don't forget God. Don't forget to support his house, and don't forget to hear his powerful word. God's got a great word for us on this weekend, and you don't want to miss it. All right? Until next time, peace to the family.
Thank you for tuning in to the Bishop Clark Show. Like it, share it, and let's keep the conversation going.